Hi, my name's Jason Phillips and I'm SRAM's Pro Tour Liaison here in Europe. Today we're going to show you some tips and tricks how to set up your SRAM bike to work the same as the pros. The first thing we're going to show you is maybe the most common thing we see. This is an example of a bike with a wrong setup on the rear cable housing. Now the key thing is here, the housing has a significant bend as soon as it leaves the rear derailleur. This increases the cable friction and makes a huge difference to the quality of your shifting. So what we're looking at here is a fairly common bike that we see out in the marketplace the whole time, in the fact that it has external cable routing, and the braze-on here on the frame is in a really common position in relation to the rear derailleur. And we find on the majority of bikes that the best length for this cable loop is 36 centimeters. So here you see the difference between the two pieces of cable housing. The original was around 29 centimeters with a nasty kink, and here's the fresh new piece of cable housing cut at 36 centimeters. So now you see we've put the new cable housing onto the standard frame. You notice the nice easy loop around and the nice straight line as the housing enters the rear derailleur. What this does is significantly lessens the friction that the cable has inside the housing, and this 36 centimeter measurement will give you much smoother shifting. So here you see an example of a frame with internal cable routing. You notice that the cable housing begins in a different position, but the important thing is the nice easy loop and the straight line into the rear derailleur. On bikes like this, the 36 centimeter rule will vary. Another tech tip we can give you is concerning front derailleur setup, is that quite often there's not enough cable tension on the front derailleur. What this does is it makes it very difficult to shift up to the big chainring. Here you can see the bike is in the small chainring, and you can really tell that this is far too little cable tension for the SRAM front derailleur. When I move the shifter, there's quite a bit of slack to be taken up before the front derailleur is actually engaged. So the bike is still in the small chainring, and what I'm going to do is take up all this front derailleur cable slack. We've got much more cable tension here, and when I use the shifter, the front derailleur is immediately engaged. What's also very important is that the front derailleur is set up 2 millimeters above the chainring at the closest point, and that the front derailleur is completely parallel to the chainring. So there's two easy tips that will help you to get the best possible SRAM shifting performance.